first of all, tell us your name for those of us.
My name is Storm.
Yes.
Stevens.
Yes.
With a PH.
Yes. All right. Okay. And are you Vegas local?
I am.
Okay.
I've lived in Vegas since 2006.
Okay. 2000.
So
Okay.
a really
nice.
long time.
This is also me getting to know you too, because we kind of communicate casually off of social media and stuff.
Right.
Okay. 2006. Where are you originally from?
I moved here from California.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
but I was
probably
born
Orange
in
County.
Texas. No.
No?
No.
What part of California?
Oakland.
Oh, what the hell?
You'd have never
I
knew.
would have never guessed that.
Exactly.
What?
That's why we have to talk. So
Okay.
people
Oakland?
can get to know me.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oakland.
You moved from
23rd
Oakland.
and East 27th.
Oh, dang. Okay. I don't know anything that you just said, but
Right.
if you said that, people that are from Oakland probably know. Okay.
Right.
So you're born in Texas,
Mm-hmm.
moved to Oakland. What prompted that move?
No, I was born in Texas. My family grew up in New Jersey. I grew
shit.
up with a single dad in New Jersey.
Okay.
And then when I was 15, I moved to California
Okay.
to meet my biological mom. And that didn't work out good.
Oh, shit.
So I wound up in Vegas at 22. I wound up in Vegas because my partner in California at the time died. And we had bought some property in Las Vegas that was in my name and only my name. So I had to come to Vegas to kind of sort that out.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never been back since.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
So where did you move? Where were you at before you went to Oakland? Vegas or Cali?
No. Before I went to Oakland, I was in New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you ended
Moved
up
to California when I
Okay.
was 15.
Okay.
with
and
my
that's
mom's
where,
side of the
Okay.
family.
And that was like a no-go.
It didn't go good. No.
Shit. Do you want to talk about it or no?
I mean, I had a rough childhood,
Yeah.
but I did overall pretty well. When I was 15, that didn't work out.
Yeah.
I got my GED.
Okay.
I went to trade school.
Yep.
I got my first job. It was at Burger King
Nice.
because I could walk there.
Yep.
I could save all my money because I could eat for free.
I love that.
And I took that money and I went to trade school. And then when I was 16, I got like my first job making $18 an hour. So I thought I was doing great because
You're like,
I was
"Let's go."
making as many more dollars per hour than years I was old.
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
stayed pretty consistent
Yeah.
throughout my early 20s. But I realized in the dental industry, because that's the industry I was in, that I reached my ceiling
Mm-hmm.
in a very short period of time. Like there was no more growth potential unless I was going to become a dentist.
Yep.
Or even a licensed hygienist, and even them, they have ceilings.
Yeah,
they
of course
don't
they do.
make that much money.
Yeah.
So
Jeez.
I was like, okay, something else.
I got to do something else.
Yeah.
And this was all in Cali, in Oakland, or
So I moved here
Okay.
when I was 22.
okay. So that's what you were doing when you first moved here.
Yeah.
Dentist stuff,
Yeah.
dental stuff.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, fuck it. I'm over all of this.
Yeah.
I want to be a boss B.
Yeah.
And so
That's super overrated too. I think boss B is hyper independence is
Yeah.
like a trauma response.
you think so?
Yeah.
Oh, let's unpack that. Okay, why? Why?
I do. I think that it's like you grow up like in trauma environments. You feel you have to perform
Yeah.
to like prove to everybody that
Yep.
you're this
Yeah.
or you're that. And life can sometimes become a chase of
Yes.
just constant. And I realized that as I got older too. So now I try to take like a few minutes to
where
appreciate
this is
my
going.
accomplishments. But yeah.
I feel like some people might even like. So, do you feel like when you take time to appreciate your accomplishments, do you feel like some people find that as, oh, she's being cocky or she's being like, you know? But I think that it's good to appreciate how far you've come from where you were at, right?
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
if you don't pat your own back, then
Yeah.
nobody else is gonna be like, oh,
It depends
good
who you
job.
hang around. So
That's true.
I realize that too. Like it definitely depends who you hang around because it can inspire people. It could make people feel like you're always
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
bragging.
yeah.
It could make, it depends.
Yeah.
So.
So like I have friends who like are in different income brackets, right?
Yeah.
And so like the ones that are in not so high, they're like, oh man, you make a lot of money. Like, dang, man, like what the heck? Like
Right.
blah, blah, blah. And then the ones that are in the higher income brackets are like, oh, that's congrats, dude. Like that's really, really good. So what are you going to do next?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, this is good, right? But their mindset is like, okay,
Yeah.
what are we doing next year? Like, what's going to be the goal, right? I agree with you on that. So, the whole boss bee thing, so do you think then women, so I'm trying to ask this question without like being not offensive, but
You can't offend
do you,
me. Trust me.
not to you, but like people that are watching, like, oh, this guy. Do you think then women need a man in their life to be like that protector and like not
Men rule the world.
okay?
Yeah, and
All right.
women that don't live in that reality, I don't know what world they live in.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was so glad that the lady didn't win the presidency because we were like doomed way worse than we are now. Like doomed.
Doing way worse than now.
Doomed. Like it's,
Oh
yeah.
man. Okay.
Like
Okay. So you no more dental work. What did you do after that?
so I opened a salon.
Okay.
I got into like permanent makeup, and from there I got into like paramedical tattoos, which is like scars and stretch marks. And because I did have an accident, so I had some scars that like really affected me.
Yeah.
And once I kind of figured that out and it wasn't really tapped into, I got into that industry, which, believe it or not, was like, I was young and I was making a lot of money fast, and it was
It was fun.
fun.
So
It
what was
was
like? What was
fun.
one of your best months?
But I
doing
didn't
that?
know a lot of things. Like, so all I ever knew was real estate. Like, so
Yeah.
you make your own money, right? You pay your own insurance, you pay your own taxes, you pay your own everything. You need to have your own retirement plan. I don't know anything about anything besides real estate. I never have. So my partner, when I was younger, he was the real estate one. He's why we were buying houses when I was so
Yeah.
young and stuff like that. And he always told me, like, no matter what, buy and hold, you'll be all right. No matter
Yes.
what, buy and hold, you'll be all right. So I'm making all this money, fast money, and I'm buying houses. That's all I know. I'm buying
Yeah.
houses. But two, like, I was spending a lot of money. Like, I was spending a lot
Well,
of
okay,
money.
2 questions. What was your biggest month in earnings when you were doing what you were doing? And what was the craziest thing you purchased besides real estate?
I don't know. I purchase crazy things on consistently, like pretty consistently. But like, I was to a point where I was making like $100,000 a month
Oh, wow.
consistently.
Yeah,
like,
that's nice.
In cash, all
Yeah.
cash. Like, we only
Jeez.
took cash. I didn't have a merchant account, so that to me was a lot of money.
Heck yeah,
you
it
know?
is a
So I
lot of
was
money
like,
still now.
Yeah, so I was like, okay. I was spending tons of money, and all I knew was buy some real estate and hold it, and
Yeah.
I'll be all right.
How many doors do you currently own right now? How many?
12 plus 1.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really
The
really
one
good.
I live in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay. So I see you post on social media that you don't have to work, but you kind of you love to work, or
I
where are
don't
you at
know.
with that?
I'm
Yeah.
all over the place. Like, honestly,
Where
I
you at
feel
right
like I
now?
worked so hard for so long that, like, I wanted to be fully retired by 40. So because my oldest daughter, is in law school, she's in UNLV.
That's awesome.
So she's not in law school. She's in her last semester of her bachelor's of law, and we're going to apply. She just has to take her LSAT, and we want to go to Boyd. Hopefully we get into
Okay.
Boyd.
Okay.
So we can pay cash, because out of state is like crazy. Anyway, we're getting off track. What were you saying? What happened?
The question was, retirement, and so
Oh,
your doors.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I just buy houses, and none of them cash flow, and some of them even cost me money, but not that much, like a few hundred here, a few hundred there, maybe 1,000 every, blue moon or something. But the appreciation, right? The thing for me is that I can't tap into any of it unless I qualify to tap
Yes.
into it, or I just sell the entire house.
Yep.
And for me, as a business owner, as an independent person, I have to structure to buy,
Yep.
right? And so that's what I think really makes me feel like I can help people in real estate, because I can.
You have the creative means. Yes.
There's a way.
Yeah.
When I first started buying, when I was really young, I was seeing people, like, and a lot of what we see is like fake, right? But I was seeing people all over the place that were claiming to be buying all these houses with close to no money.
Yeah.
More than one, you know, and like every which way I would go, they would tell me I couldn't do it. I'm like, no, you can't do it. Let me ask somebody else. No, like, and I live by that. Like, somebody can, you know?
Somebody's going to help me.
Yeah. So my first few houses were all FHA. I bought them like year and a half apart, and I just was either upsizing, downsizing, moving for my daughter's school,
The strategy,
like whatever it was, I don't know, but at that time it was 5%, but I was able to get a new FHA with 5%, and then, you know, in 2 years you can get the PMI off anyway, so like it doesn't matter. And so that's how I started, just like buying and buying and buying.
And so, okay, wait, we still haven't talked about how you got into real estate. I know that
pretty much how.
Okay. So then you decided to get licensed.
Well, I decided to get licensed because it was getting fucking rough. Okay. And I'm so sick of these goddamn realtors. It was getting rough. Okay. And like, when it comes to.
What do you mean rough? Like
shit is just not okay. Like no. And this is my livelihood. This is my money. These are big deals. We're not buying a shirt. Like, not calling me back for several days. Wait,
realtors aren't calling you back, and they're trying to help you?
In the midst of a transaction, not calling me back for several days, not negotiating on what I think. Like, I'm literally like, write it. And she's like, no. And I'm like, write it. And I'm like, you know, and
Listen
what happened? It got accepted. So it's like, what, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, I missed inspections on certain things. Like my first new builds, I didn't get inspections. Like, no big deal. I never even could reach those people after.
Oh my God.
Like, I never got a gift. I never got followed up. No one ever called me. Like, what the fuck?
Nobody
like,
ever checked in.
These are
nothing.
Yeah. And like, I just don't get it. And like, while I say like, oh, realtors make so much money, too much money, I don't think that, but I do think that they make enough money to carry themselves better. These are huge transactions. The regard has to be a little bit higher. For people, for money, for just the integrity has to be a little bit higher than what I see in this industry in general.
So do you think you get that part from like you being a business owner, and then you also being like in the dental space, like there was more
it's
like
long game. So I would think that being that most realtors that I see are not like young kids, most of these people come from different places in life, or have different other things going on in life, or have experienced different, or been in it long enough to understand life. Life is all about the long game, right? Like you can't go around just fucking around with everybody and expect to have a solid reputation. People want to work with you, like long game. You know, I also realized that like 90% of you are broke. Very expensive car payments, probably can't afford it, barely closing a transaction. The lender does not support your Instagram. Because I can call the lender and we can find out if your Instagram is real. And it's not. It's 90% of the time it's not. And then what else I really don't like about real estate since I've been in it is I feel like there's no real moral code amongst realtors and lenders. It's like every man for themselves, and I just didn't grow up like that, and that has nothing to do with business. Do
you think it's like the used car analogy?
Anything
where, like,
for an extra buck, anything to close a deal, anything for an extra 1,000. Like, are you people poor?
I mean, some of them.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
Okay, man. So we were talking before we started recording that somebody made you lose how much? How much money on your deal?
$45,000. This crazy bitch.
Talk to me about that story.
Oh my God.
This is on your personal house, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm ready to buy a house.
Yes.
And I go to her because I have to structure.
No names will be named.
No names
unless
will be
you
named.
want to.
I mean, she knows her freaking name. So, okay, I go to her because I always have to structure, right?
Yeah.
So I go to her for the structure. And I'm going to a new person because it's always a new person because I've yet to have a positive experience where I feel like I want to go back to this person, right? So this new realtor, this is my neighbor. And he sends me to this lender, and I go and I meet with her, and we go over my finances and we go over my credit. And she's like, are you going to keep these cars or you're not going to keep them? I'm like, give me the number. She's like, well, your taxes need to say this or this if you want to purchase with these vehicles. So I'm like, okay. She's like, I need 2 years. I'm like, okay. So I take that. I don't know if people go all the time and like they just come up with a plan and then they don't do the plan.
Yeah.
So she doesn't put much effort or
Yeah.
serious about it. But this bitch told me to go file my taxes and pay $90,000 in fucking taxes for 2 years
my
at $45,000 a year. So, so I did. And then I came back and I did it, and I sit down with her and she's like, oh, your business has been open for 5 years now. You only needed 1. I'm like, oh. She goes, no big deal. I was like, bitch, $45,000 is a huge deal, and I can't let it go to this day. Like it's been years, and I was in the LVR and where you like welcome in the LVR class or whatever in the very beginning. I'm telling you, unhinged, like behavioral wise, I'm much better. But I see her and she's like giving a class to all these new agents, and I'm like, no, guys,
Don't listen to her.
I'm like, this is bad. This is a bad start right here. Like, this lady cost me $45,000, and we had the discussion in front of everybody.
Oh my gosh.
And like, I genuinely feel like I'm here to save people.
Yeah, yeah. So, did you end up buying with her? Was she your lender?
No.
You went with another lender then?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Of course I went with another lender. Are you kidding me?
What did you tell your realtor?
I didn't use him either. I left him. No fucking way. This isn't a joke.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Some people don't make that in a year.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I value my money. I work hard for it.
Yeah.
I think that there's a misconception about me based on how I look or like material things, but I work very hard for my things, and I have a very high respect for money. And I do not fuck around. And that was just unacceptable to me on all ways. I feel like she should have been fined for that. Like, I don't know. Doctors get in trouble when they make mistakes.
Yeah, they do. 100%.
And I think you guys should too. And
I think it would make the industry better.
Yeah.
There are a lot of like red tape and a lot of things that you can't say, can't do.
Listen, I just closed on Rhodes Ranch, right? Mm-hmm. The settlement sheet, the payoff was wrong by over $10,000. If I didn't catch that, it was me and my daughter's godfather. We were just gonna lose the $10,000.
Yeah.
So if I had just Joe Schmo ass realtor with no real regard for me, we probably would have missed it. We almost missed it.
That's crazy.
That's $10,000. It's just a small example. It's a huge deal.
What was the deal there? What happened?
The payoff was just wrong. I don't know. They updated it. We got a new payoff. They updated the thing, and then we were clear to close.
How fun was that? Holding that property. Talk to us about that one, because we were talking about it a little bit on social media.
So when I first got my real estate license, like, I want to help people on the buy sell, because I want to make sure that their transactions are handled with the type of integrity and care that I would want for mine. Yeah. But my interest is like fast money. I love it, right? So I'm like, oh my gosh, they're flipping houses. Like, I can do this too. Yeah. Like, matter of fact, I could do this better. Because a lot of them look bad, right? Yeah. Some of them look really good, but a lot of them look bad. So I was like, yeah, I can do this. So, no, it's not as easy as you think. The hardest part is getting the deal, because when you're new, no one wants to give you a good deal. You're going to get the trickle down of what everyone else doesn't want. You're going to have to figure out how to make it work, you know? Or you're going to have to partner up with some people. I was really blessed to meet some good people. Kenny, Byron, great people. Love them. Everybody else.
Nothing else to say.
Nothing else to say. But I'm blessed to have met them to kind of like, it could have went a lot worse.
Yeah.
Like, it could have went a lot worse. They saved me. It could have went a lot worse. Yeah. You know? But no, the flipping world is brutal. Like, these people are.
Were you happy that you sold this house?
I mean, if we didn't sell it, we were going to have to pay a $14,000 extension, and then we were going to increase the loss from like 130,000 to like 144.
So how did you lose so much? This is
Because
a lot.
it wasn't a good deal. Because I shouldn't have bought it in the first place. Because I took someone else's advice. Because I doubted my own self. And this gave me the confidence to know that what I think I should go with, even
gut,
though they've
yeah.
been doing it longer. I knew not to do it. And
Yeah.
I went against my own gut. I went against Kenny. I bought it anyway.
Kenny told you not to.
Kenny told me not to. GDK told me not to too.
Oh my.
Yeah, they
goodness.
told me not to too. And those are my peeps too. I love them. Good people. But I was like, no one wants to see me be great. You know, they don't want to see me be great. They only want me to grow within their shadow.
Yeah,
Like, watch
yeah.
this. Watch this.
So 130 is what you $130,000. What's your biggest takeaway besides trust your gut? Is that
I
your-
know how to make $130,000 without a $500,000 liability. I don't know what the fuck these flipper people are doing. I need to start teaching some classes on how to do fucking permanent makeup and all that kind of shit, because you guys are taking on major liabilities to
Yeah. That's
make
crazy.
to make this kind of money.
130.
Yeah.
So what's
And
been
the profit was only like supposed to be 27,000.
what the hell?
But then we came to the table with all this money because we got the hard money that was like 10 and 1 point. But we had to come with, I think, like 15 or 20%.
Yeah.
So, and we were like fine with that because 10 and 1 point is like really, really,
yeah,
really
it
good,
is.
right?
It is good, yes.
And so, yeah.
That was not fun.
Well, I just wouldn't do that again. I would never flip a house where the deal doesn't cover all the points and I can get 100% funding.
Yeah.
Because why? Just what's the point of
So are you
putting-
still actively trying to flip? Are you going to flip? Or
well, this was just happened like this knife just came out like a week ago. No,
Yeah.
I'm not even interested. No.
yeah, you when I saw you closing, you're like, thank God this
I'm not
fucking
even
deal is
interested.
over.
No.
Good. So, all right, now let's go to real estate now. You're a realtor. You've been in real estate for how long now?
I've been licensed. This is my 3rd year.
Okay,
But
awesome.
my first year, I didn't work in real estate at all. I just got my license.
You're
I didn't
just
know it was going to
licensed.
be that easy.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, well, now I have my license. And I was
Yeah.
kind of irritated because it's so expensive to hold. And I was like, I'm not going to use it. So
Yeah.
for the first year, I didn't really use it. The second year, I got full-time active for like 4 months. I got knocked on my ass, Ivan. And I was like, okay, I need to take a break. I'm very dysregulated. I'm flipping out on my kids. Like, all this bad stuff is happening. Let me take a break. I'm not making money.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. Took a break, came back, did it again. Same thing happened. I was doing so good. I had escrows. Things were going good. I was feeling good. And then, boom, some big incident. And I got knocked on my ass. And I was like, fuck. I'm like,
What are
I don't
these
really
big
know if this is
incidences?
for me.
Yeah.
Like, you guys, like, I know how to make a lot of money without treating people bad, without, like, stepping on people's toes,
Yeah.
without misleading the general public to make not great financial decisions for their future, without pressuring people, without chasing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I should maybe teach some classes. But the thing about me is,
Wait,
like,
what knocked you on your ass?
man, the first time what knocked me on my ass, okay, I was doing acquisitions.
Okay.
I was working on this one deal. I had this deal, I locked it up all by myself. The commission was like $16,500. I was going to assign it. I found the buyer to assign it to. It was this investor and his partner, which his partner was a realtor. So I'm doing the assignment and I don't send the duties of BBA. Next day, they cancel my contract and go under contract under his own license. This is a guy who does a shit ton of business in town, who knew that that was ethically wrong, whether I made that mistake or not. My broker involved his attorneys, and the guy
Oh my God.
basically said, no paper, no obligation. like, get off my phone, you know? And my broker is like, are you crazy? Like, this is a new agent. You do a lot of business in town. Like, this is wrong.
Wait,
And
do we know this person? Is he well known in this industry, in our city?
yeah, I can't think of his name, but I'm really happy to look it up. We do, Pete. His name is Pete.
Oh my
Pete
God.
something. I'm gonna find out. His name is Pete, and he didn't care, and they
Nothing.
just completely cut me out, and that was that, and nothing could be done about it. And I was like, these people are crazy.
That's what knocked you on your ass.
That's
That's the first
just
one.
crazy. I would never do that
Yeah,
to
of course.
somebody. Like,
It's fucked up.
a paper or no paper. Like, I just wouldn't do that to somebody. It's not the long game of life.
So you
Like,
lost 16 grand.
yeah, that I worked really hard for.
That's the
And
hardest part, locking up the deal.
yes, I worked really hard for that. And that wasn't the only thing that happened. Before that, I had this buyer, and we were under contract, and then the inspection came in, and it was really bad. When I say really bad, I would not have closed on that house. And the team that I was on told me to kind of reflect them as minor things, and that time kills deals, and you don't want to lose this deal over
Brush it
this
under the
stuff.
rug kind of
and
thing,
I was
yeah.
like, no, yes, I do. I'm ready to.
You're like, I will.
I'm ready to lose it. There's
Yeah.
gonna be another house, but this was like 2 years ago, and the market was way more competitive, right?
Yeah.
So the houses were going like super fast. So I talked to my buyer about it, and like we came up with like a drastic price reduction would have been the only thing that kept us in contract. So I asked for it. It was like 40,000. And my team lead at the time was like, that's just, probably not going to happen, and it's going to cost you the deal. And, he was really adamant about me closing this deal. And I'm like, that's all right. Like, we're prepared to lose it. That's why
Yeah.
we're sending it, And then on the other end was a really big agent in town. And he picked up the phone within like 3 seconds. So there's no way he presented it. We have a duty to present. It's my
Yes.
understanding we have a duty to present.
Yes.
Within 3 seconds, he picked up the phone and laughed at me. There's no way he presented that offer. I mean, chuckled in my ear, And I told him, I said, I think you're setting your seller up with unrealistic expectations. I think that this is very realistic. It's almost expired. So it's like, I think that the problem here is your guys, and I think you should talk to them, and let's get to the closing table. And he was like, it's not going to happen, send the cancellation. I was like, I'm not. You send it. You're the one with the problem. You need to explain to your seller that why you're canceling, because I'm not canceling.
Yep.
My team lead sent the cancellation, and I was like, I'm not working with you anymore. And he was like, you don't want to make people not like you. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I
Yeah.
want to do what's in the best interest of the people I represent. And if that means that they don't like me, that's okay with me.
Yeah.
And we just didn't see eye to eye on that level.
Yeah.
So we parted ways.
Jeez.
And then what knocked me on my ass after that? Oh my gosh. So I was at Simply. I love Simply. Jason was my greatest experience in the real estate world so far.
Yeah.
He taught me so much things in such a short period of time, because I hung my license at Simply for a long time, but I wasn't actively practicing. I had taken my step back from the 16,500.
asking.
That was it for me. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck this shit. So I took the break, but I still hung my license, right?
Yeah.
So I hit up Jason when I saw he was starting a team, and I'm like, hey, can I come with you? He's like, yeah. I'm like, cool. I learned so much stuff from him. In 2 weeks, I opened 3 escrows. He taught me so many things.
That's awesome.
It was going really, really good. I was happy. And then I had to file a sexual harassment complaint against somebody that worked there. And within 4 minutes of me filing that complaint, I sat down with John. We had like a good 1-hour conversation, at which time he told me that they were going to do a full investigation and action would be taken upon the end of that investigation, that I shouldn't worry. And 3 minutes later, Gavin called my phone and let me go. He said I just wasn't a good fit for the brand. So that's why I parted ways with Jason, but I still wish I was there. Now, I was going to sue the dog shit out of Simply Vegas. Like, if anybody knows me, they know. Like, I was about to nail them to the wall. Like, and they got a bag, so...
Dang.
But I decided to let it go.
Yeah.
Because it could have negatively implicated the people that I work with that I have a big respect for.
Yeah.
So I took that one to the chin and I just was like, all right.
On to the next.
And on to the next. And I'm like, damn, like this is just
Shit.
a constant thing in real estate. Like there's so much
It's what
nobody wants to see you be great.
it's very, very competitive, and I feel like it's very catty to a certain extent sometimes.
That's poor mentality.
Yeah, I think we should all support each other, and
Yeah.
I give feedback to other loan officers that are looking to like grow or like just have questions because there's enough business for all of us. Like, not one person, not one company can do the entire production.
The thing about the sharing information that I don't understand, and I even have felt that some people have misguided me, like my first broker experience, I felt that he was misguiding me, almost like he saw it in me and like wanted to kind of
Watch you fail.
make it harder, delay the process.
Okay.
Watch me bang my head on the wall a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but sometimes people in positions of power and with money like have this like ego thing about them where like I don't know, but
It's kind of shitty. That sucks.
I don't understand the thing with sharing information. To whom much is given, much is expected.
Yes.
If you do not give to the world, you will not receive, not
Yeah.
on the level that you want to. And 98% of the people you share information with will not execute anything with that information. So why are you afraid to tell it?
That's it.
Or why are you leaving pieces out? Or why are you intentionally pointing people in the wrong direction? You know what I'm saying?
100%.
The thing that I really realized about this industry is a lot of these people don't even know what's in front of their face. And I think it's a major disadvantage even in negotiating. Like, you don't know who you're dealing with ever.
Yeah.
Like, it's a life skill. It's a survival skill. A lot of people don't have it, you know?
Yeah.
Because I know this for sure. Because if people look at me and meet me and engage with me and then feel that they can play with me, something's off with them, not with me. So my energy is super strong. Like, it's like, you know, I'm not a kid. I've been around a long time. So,
man. Okay. So, two quick questions before we end our getting to know you. What's been in real estate? What's been your biggest transaction that you've, like the money that you've received from a transaction?
it's from Kenny.
Really?
Yeah, it's always from Kenny.
Really?
So yeah, I earn investors double-digit returns backed by real property. So if you have $50,000 liquid or more and you want to invest, hit me up.
Oh, look at that. Okay. Okay.
No, but
wait, for those that don't understand what real property is, what is that? Like real estate? All kinds of, any kind.
Any kind, real property, converted to real property.
Okay.
So anything real, attached to the ground.
Okay. All right. So where can people find you? Phone number, Instagram, socials. Where, like if people want to.
My handle's the same everywhere at Agent Stormy.
Okay.
Yeah.
At Agent Stormy.
At Agent Stormy with an I.
Okay, perfect. And then what's been your? I kind of feel like we've already answered this, like your shittiest deals. But do you have anything like? It's like, oh man, this is good. Like that you've, whatever it is you want to share.
I just have obstacle after obstacle after horror story after, like, I'm like, is this normal?
Yeah.
Like,
what's been the worst horror story?
My first listing was this lady with fucking dementia. I go back the next day, she doesn't even remember me. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I can't sell this lady's house. You know, I reach out to her daughter, she's like threatening me, calling her lawyers on me. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just one shit show after.
Did you end up selling it?
No.
Okay.
No. No. But
Oh my
it's just
gosh.
been one shit show after another shit show. It's just it's interesting.
So what do you enjoy about? Leave us with this. What is one thing that you really enjoy about real estate?
Saving other people.
Okay.
I feel like I'm really helping other people, like from hard situations,
Yeah.
like, and big deal. The 10,000 that I found, that's a big deal. To an average person, that's a huge deal.
Yeah, that is.
It's half a year of their mortgage.
Yeah.
Like making sure things are done right, like protecting their actual best interests. You know, real estate goes far beyond buying a house.
Yeah.
You buy a house and you're underinsured in your car and you get in a car accident, I can take your house from you now.
That's crazy.
Like I can literally just take your house from you.
Because you're not insured properly.
No, I mean, you have insurance. You think you have enough, right? You even think you have good insurance. You have 150,000. You have 300,000. But I got hurt. My shoulder's hurt forever. So now I'm going to sue you and I'm going to go after your assets and I can lien your property. And there's a good chance I'm going to win.
That's why you got to get a trust, guys.
That's why you have to get a
Please.
trust. But you have to have people that care about you.
Yeah.
And you have to have an irrevocable trust that owns your revocable trust. And you have to have your assets structured properly. You need to have a certain amount of insurance. You need to have everything set up right. And you have to have people around you that care about you, that want to see you like set up properly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can reach me in 5 years if there's a problem. I'm coming. Like,
I'll be there.
I'll be there. It doesn't, and anyone that knows me knows that. You know, like I don't put anyone in situations I don't want to be in. I protect people like they're my people.
I love that.
So I think that's my value here, and I just kind of have to find
Your people.
my people.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
I think you're doing well, minus the fucking $130,000 loss. But hey,
That's not all I lost, okay? But that's the only loss that I'm talking about today because it was the freshest to my mind. But that's not all I've lost.
Oh
Real
my
estate for the
gosh.
last 2-3 years has just been a
Jeez.
financial
That's
vacuum.
crazy.
So
So,
you know.
Anything that you want to leave people with before we head out?
Not really.
I think we really got to know you.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you?
I 100% know you much better.
Okay.
Thank you for coming on and
Good.
chatting.
So I want people to know me too.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the word new agent gets used really loosely.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like I'm 42 years old this year. I'm not new at anything.
Yeah.
I have been buying real estate since 2006 and I've been successful my whole life,
Yeah.
you know? So it's nothing new to it. It's just a newer license,
Yes.
basically.
Yeah.
is
You're
what I would
well versed
say.
in real estate.
Super
so-
well versed in real
Yeah.
estate.
Okay.
And more well versed in business and numbers. I
Yeah.
thought I wanted to be a lender. You guys don't make enough money.
Over here shooting shots and shit.
No, I say it with love. It's not my fault.
I would say I make more money than a lot of realtors.
Do you?
100%.
Well, I mean, you're active.
Yeah.
So 90% of realtors don't even work.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
yeah.
the social media facade.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
I'm always like, because I have access to people's numbers, right? And I can look at their
Right.
production.
Right.
And if they have other lines of business, then I'm not going to see that. But I see
Right.
people like with Rolexes and nice cars, and then I look at their production. It's like 3 deals in the last 6 months. I'm like, bro, how are you living
But
off of
here's
that?
the thing. So like, and I feel that. I do feel that, right? So if you look up my numbers, so everything I've ever done was on a team, on the Lopez team or Jason's team,
Mm-hmm.
until I just got kicked to on my own, right? But in regards to that, I feel that if you have a Rolex and you have a nice car and you have a nice home and you have nice things and you carry yourself a certain way, clearly you're doing something right in life.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to even be real estate. You're doing something right in life that requires demands a certain amount of respect. I feel like there's such a lack of respect in real estate.
Yeah.
Like if you can't see me and see that life is good to me and I've been in it for a while and like give me some sort of like respect when you speak to me, like there's, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
So like
100%
whatever
with
that
you.
guy is doing with the 3 deals, like I'm sure he's doing something. If he got the Rolex and he got the car and he got the this and he got the that. Now there's a lot of overextended people, but there's a lot of people that are well off in life.
Yeah.
No real estate.
100%.
Better off than most realtors, no real estate.
Yeah.
You know
that's
what I'm
true.
saying? So like I think people in real estate would do better if they recognize that.
There you go. And that's what Storm has left you guys with. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank
You,
you.
friend.